So, we all know that summer is coming to a complete halt, right?
Mm-hmm. Even though it's been on a pause. Anyway,
I mean, it's been on a pause anyway, but you know the season is about over.
It's almost there.
Chillins is about to go back to school. Some of them even did back to school virtually. However, sending off the college students, freshmen. Good luck to you all.
Yes.
But you know, there's always one great thing that I love that never kind of goes away, even throughout the whole year. But sometimes it's more prominent during the summer. You know what that is, right?
No.
You know how we all be around here selling these dinners. You know we all love to buy dinner.
Right.
Okay? From Miss Susie. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
From Miss Roslyn.
Yep.
Okay? From the kitchen.
Yep.
Mr. Sean in his truck. Okay? Yep. We love all the food.
Mm-hmm.
But listen.
Zogies. Mm-hmm.
Zogies. Okay?
Yep.
Like Hawaii, we love you. You know what I'm saying?
Hawaii.
But
Mm-hmm.
why Becky don't be selling dinner?
I knew he was gonna say it. I knew it. I knew he was gonna say it.
Why Becky don't be around here selling dinners? That's what I want to know.
They don't gotta go out and sell no dinners. You know, white folks got the money. They just open up a restaurant.
I get it, but we do too. We can open up a restaurant and stuff. But I'm saying still, like, you know, because Emily might, you know, really have a passion for, like, baking cupcakes.
Well, they do cupcakes. They don't do dinners.
I don't see a lot of cupcakes.
They do baked goods. They sell baked goods. They don't sell dinners.
I don't even see that too much. But why they don't be, listen, Becky, Emily, Josh,
Jennifer,
whomever, you know what I'm saying? If you are of Caucasian descent, you're a little fair-skinned, anything.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just saying, y'all can go out here, y'all can sell some shepherd's pie. You know what I'm saying? There's folks that like shepherd's pie now.
I like shepherd's pie.
You know what I'm saying? Some sketty dinner. Can't never go wrong with a sketty dinner. Well, nah, yes you can. I'm lying.
No.
No I'm lying. But yeah, I want, like, I know that was a question that was brought up. And I was like, damn, you know what? I really need to go in on this because I need to figure out why.
Because they don't have to. We sell, you know, the people of African American culture sell dinner for bills.
Right. For that extra bills. Why? We need that money.
For that extra money they need.
Rent due.
Where, you know, Caucasians don't have that. You know, they have family that, you know, will support. Where with us, you know, everybody's struggling.
Right. And so everybody gonna get that fish sandwich.
Right. We gotta hustle on our own. That's all that is.
Right.
So
because yeah, Becky ain't gotta do that.
Becky ain't gotta do that. She's worried about the hubby and the kids and maybe the parents. And that's it. She just cook for them. She give the dinners out for free. She'll be like, I'm gonna do a tasting, y'all. Come to the house, we'll have wine.
We'll have potluck.
And we have a little potluck. And I'm gonna fix y'all some of this potato salad with these craisins. And y'all tell me how good they are.
Yo!
Tell me that ain't true.
I better not see no daggone water chestnuts and some raisin cranberries.
And this is why you don't make the dinners. This is why. See? This is why you don't make the dinners.
Becky, Emily, Josh, Daniel. Please.
I apologize all I could call patients who listen. But stop putting crazies and water chestnuts in y'all goddamn food. Please. Water chestnuts does not go into no goddamn collard greens. No, it don't.
Sunflower seeds don't go there either. Y'all need to cut y'all shit. But anywho, I'm going to let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all summer. Because fall's quickly approaching.
Quickly approaching.
Uno, dos, tres. Three bad.
Ain't perfectly designed crew, cause we the big three. Who run this mother? Who run this mother?
Get 'em, girl.
What's up, y'all? It's another episode of the infamous Get 'em Girl Crew podcast.
Woo-woo.
It's the business John, and to my left, and she the only one here with me, the mother sucking social media John.
I'm on your right, though.
I said you the only one here with me.
Oh.
I said she's right here with me. The only one right here with me.
Yep. It's me.
Yep, it's the social media John. As you guys can see, if you are watching us, we are down one person. Why? We had to kick her to the moon. We got sick of her. We sick of her shit. We kicked her to the motherfucking moon. Yes. We told her to space out and come back right. Okay? Sick of her shit.
That's a half truth.
Nah, I'm lying, y'all. I'm lying. She on vacay, y'all. She on vacay. She be back.
She'll be back next week.
But anyway, so yes, the business and the social media John are your bomb ass Johns today.
We the bottom bitches today.
So anywho, so as I got my lovely sis here with me, what's been going on, girl?
This week has been rough.
Rough?
It's been rough. It's been a rough week. It's been a good week, but a rough week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like that's been like the theme for 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But just because, you know, for me personally, I got a lot of stuff going on with my other business. So, you know, it's been trying to get everything together, trying to get, you know, photographs taken, trying to get, you know, inventory right, trying to make sure everything's right for launch and everything. So, and just so y'all know, shameless plug, J Dominique shirts are available now on shopjdominique.com. Thanks. Okay.
So that was a 2-second plug, and we need $25 for that.
Damn, 25?
Yeah.
Prices went up.
Okay. Corona been kicking our ass.
Prices went up. Okay.
Money.
Prices just went up.
Okay. So that little 2-second plug, we need $25. Okay.
I got you.
All right.
And you know, it's been rough. You know, of course, this week we lost someone very, very dear. So it's kind of been like, it's been rough. It's been rough.
It's just been I don't know. The air is a little different.
Yeah.
The air is a little different. So I'm just going to just jump into it. My week was regular, smuggler, degular. It wasn't nothing special. Just been going on. I think I'm a little stressed out just because of personal stuff that's going on, you know, family-wise, and also people that are just close to me. So, you know, if I fuck with you, if you know, you know. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
She said what she said.
Fuck with you, I fuck with you. So, you already know. So, you know, the business John take on a lot of stuff. So, but other than that, I mean, it's been regular. It's not anything that I'm down in the dumps or anything like that. You know, I'm still pushing through, still handling the business, still getting things done out the way.
Right.
But, so just to jump into our current topics that we have going on, social media John already touched base on it. So I'm like, why not? Let's keep the party going.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Chadwick, he is no longer with us. That loss was a hurt piece.
So Chadwick Boseman passing away was like one of those things that hit in a way that Kobe hit. Like it was just so unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
I screamed.
Yeah.
When that ish came across my screen, I screamed.
Yeah, it's
like this has to be a lie.
It was very unexpected.
I thought it was a hoax.
Yeah, very unexpected, and it's something. It was a situation to where, like, what do you mean?
Right.
You know, especially when it hits you like that, and you're like, what?
Right.
And it was something that was so unknown to the public.
Right.
And it caught us by surprise, and it hit us with a gut punch, and it's like, what? And then when you stop and you look at this man, this young man,
right, this
young black man, and see just how much of an inspiration he was, he still is.
Right.
You know, even without him being here physically,
right,
but his spirit is still here. He is so inspirational.
Yes.
He gives us so much motivation.
Yes.
Every time that man spoke, he spoke life into
us.
Someone.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a group, if it wasn't a culture, it was someone. Someone felt that whatever he was talking about, whatever speech he was making, you felt it.
Yeah.
you felt it and you received it. And just with this loss, it was such a it was a gut punch. It was a gut punch for me because I'm like, wow, like we are totally missing out on greatness. Like, and we already know where he was,
right? Like
and it was like so much more to him.
It was hurting because, like I said, it's the same thing with Kobe in the sense of like you were looking forward to what was going to happen in the future, not knowing that there wasn't going to be a future with Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
So it was like, the fuck? Like, no. Like, this isn't real. And then, you know, I really applaud him because he held that secret. And you, like, this is when it comes back to you never know what people are going through.
Yes.
People will show you what they want you to know, right? And if they don't want you to know it, they're not going to show you that. And here this man was, he stayed entertaining us, inspiring us, motivating us, when honestly he was the one who needed all of that.
He was going through his own turn.
He needed that inspiration. He needed that motivation. But guess what? He gave that to us. And with his death, you know, I really want people to take a lot out of it in a sense of like, even though you're going through what you're going through, don't let it stop you from your greatness, right? Because he was great. Like, he was truly an angel on this earth. He was truly put here for a reason.
He was a real life superhero.
Like, real shit.
He was a real life superhero. Was. Like, at the end of the day, besides all the Marvel stuff, he was a real life superhero.
Yes. And,
put
you know,
in our face right there.
Another thing is to be kind. Right? It was so many people who were going ham about his last few appearances that he made on social media, right? Yeah. So many times we're so hung up on the let's say something to be make it go viral, right?
Right.
When we're not thinking of what could be going on in that person's life. And here he was dying. And we didn't even know.
Yeah. Dying right
in front of our eyes. We did not know. We had no idea.
Yeah. And it was not in, you know, SMD to all you haters that was on live disrespecting that man like that.
Right.
How dare you even say some of the cruel words that you said to him? And I respect him to the utmost for him to be able to see that come across his screen on live and disregard it.
Right.
He didn't let it affect him. He still kept talking and kept putting gems out there, speaking everything into existence.
Yep.
Even though you had, of course, those devils that were on there saying, oh, why do you look like this? Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh, this. Oh, that.
And see,
crazy.
And see, I guess I'm just one of those people who, like, I thought because he's an actor, if he's looking skinnier or anything like that, I'm thinking he's preparing for a role.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, they do that all the time. They gain weight and lose weight constantly for roles. So that's what I'm thinking in my head, right?
Right.
So I wasn't paying it no attention. But of course, there's people out there that are going to go ham, which is what happened, right? But another thing that I want people to remember is that, you know, you go for what you want, right? You think about all the roles that Chadwick did. They were not roles that put down or demean black men or black people in any way. He always did something where it was someone who was an inspiration already, like Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall. You know, those were strong men in themselves. And he just acted in those roles, right? And he didn't do anything unless he got those roles. It was probably other roles that he could have gotten that he turned down, right? But those are the roles that he wanted.
Yes.
So take that, right? Go for what you want.
Yeah.
Don't settle. Go for what you want.
Yep. So yeah, we lost another, and I'm calling him legendary.
He is a legend.
Okay, he's a legend.
He is a legend.
He is a superhero. He is one of many superheroes that I've got to be able to experience in my life.
Yeah. You
know, so I'm glad to say that I was able to experience this young man, his presence, his craft. I accept it. And to his family, you all had greatness around you. within him, you guys would truly still have that around you, even though he's not here physically. You know, so of course, condolences go out to the family,
yes,
and also to his wife.
Yes,
you know, because for those who didn't know, got you on that one. Yeah, he wiped up. Okay. I don't care how cute he was, he was wiped up. Okay.
Right.
But so, yeah. So just we're gonna get into a different swing. But yes, you guys, if you do not know Chadwick, please. If you do not know Chadwick Boseman, please do your research.
Watch his work.
Watch his work. Look at all of his different content that was put out there on social media.
Yes. Just
look at it. Listen to it. Absorb it. Accept it. And you know what? Your mindset will be turned.
Totally blown.
It will be totally different. So, and of course, again, our minds was totally blown for another little situation. So we had Brandy and Monica out here, y'all, in this versus battle.
That was a big situation.
Okay.
That shit did numbers.
Woo, Chile.
That shit did numbers.
So, you know, I was real hyped for this. Okay.
Yeah, this was a good battle.
This was a very good one. So, thank you all for putting this one together. Timbo, Swizzy. Appreciate y'all. This is a good one. But anywho, Mo and Brandy, y'all was out here doing y'all things. I really felt like I had them old Moesha braids back in my hair.
Yo.
Sitting, chilling, my hair all rolled up. Like, hey. I was in my zone.
Yes.
I was Team Mo the whole time, though.
I wasn't Team anybody. I was very neutral going in to this battle. Because I was just like, y'all, like for me, like you said, it was childhood. It was just like, yo, like I had the bangers for Monica and Brandy. Like
right.
I can't choose one or the other. To me, Monica won it though.
Yeah.
To me, Monica won it because Brandy was playing a lot of songs that was kind of like, I don't really know these songs.
Right.
And Monica did play some too. Right. But Brandy was playing more of them. So that's the only reason why I was like, at the end, I said, look, Monica won. Yeah. I put my white shoes in my comment. And
y'all better leave Monica
my white shoes on there.
With her white sandals.
She had them white church shoes on. Leave her
white sandals alone. Y'all forgot she was only like what?
She was like 13,
14 in that video. Y'all better stop, because y'all know that y'all used to walk around here with the Mary Janes on.
No, I had the Steve Madden platform joints
that
they had. I was like, yo, I had those.
Okay, so let's not talk about it too much, even though her feet did look real big in that daggone video, but it's all right. I love the remakes, the recreation of the videos,
right,
of the Brandies, the Monicas. I love it. The versus battle, it was giving me life.
First battle, everything. It was long.
It was long,
but it
gave me life. I was there like 8 o'clock. I was on there like 8:03, and I watched them numbers creep. I was like, ooh,
they got to a million.
I said these queens about to hit 600K, and they haven't even hit the screen yet.
Yep, it was like it was over 600K.
It hadn't even got on, and they haven't even started. This was just
the anticipation,
of them coming in, and I'm like, yo, this is about to be crazy. And then what? Not even 5 minutes into it, they had a whole mill. I'm like it blew my edge.
They consistently had 1.2 million
throughout the
viewers throughout the whole entire
2.5 hours, 3 hours show.
1.2 million people watched. Okay, ladies. Okay, queens.
Come through, queens. With the come through. Now,
numbers.
Mo, I will say this. Okay. Mo is giving me, I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this. I'm just doing this to get this fucking check. Mo, I love you dearly. Okay.
She was giving that vibe.
Like y'all
that Scorpio in her though. Like y'all understand them.
Like y'all forcing me to be somewhere that I really don't want to be, but I'm doing this.
But I know I'm gonna make this guap after I leave here.
Yeah, like that's it. Like she was serving it up.
It definitely was like. I think that if the verses wasn't as long as it was, I think Monica would have been able to keep her face on, right? Her poker face.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
But
Brandy,
it was like, yo, like, this is 3 hours, dog. Like, I can't act like I like this heifer for 3 hours, okay?
And then she just
if y'all gave me 2, I could have did it.
I don't know. She's just doing a bit much, and I do wish that they would have like sung a little more. You know what I'm saying?
I really wanted them to sing.
Yeah,
and then
they both can sing at the drop of a dime.
And they was trying to act like they couldn't do it.
Yeah, like I was like, damn, like can we get like a 2-second? Like, can we get a little teeny tiny
and
mini?
No, they did give like 3 seconds worth of
yeah, little ad-libs and little
song.
runs and stuff like that. But I wanted you all to sing,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Give us.
I love Mo and her tone and how she serves it up. I love her voice, and I love Brandy's voice too.
Yes,
Brandy's tone is just so unique. I love it as well.
Like both
I
of
was
them,
just wanting to hear a little more, and not so much from the daggone track.
Because for both of them, you can tell each of their voices, right? You can tell like who Monica is. If you heard a track, you would be like, "Oh, that's Monica," without even knowing who's on it, right?
Yeah.
Same with Brandy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to hear those melodies and all of that too. Like, and I think that that's what the people really, really wanted. Granted, I had fun, but I would have had even more fun if it was like, yes, Mo, you better sing, you better show her. Okay. Brandy, you better hit that falsetto. Talk about something you ain't got no goddamn falsetto. Okay. You better hit that falsetto.
You know you got it, girl. You better
you got it. So that's what I wanted, but it was enjoyable. Yes, everybody was talking about the vibe was a little off. And yes, the vibe was a little off because, you know,
that's what it is.
Mo is a Scorpio. They don't let shit go.
When you're bringing 2 women, okay, underline, bold, capital letters, 2 women that really have not hashed out the differences.
Right.
But they're just reconnecting after a few years. And so you get that.
And that was the first time they had seen each other in 8 years.
Yeah,
it was
9 years.
You know what? It was like what you saying that. It's like that moment on Friday.
Yeah.
Where the mom is talking
That's
to
exactly why Miss Parker.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, "Hey girl."
She like, "Hey girl, you call me when you get off." She like, "Okay." I ain't calling
Monica was the mom, okay? And Brandy was Miss Parker, like all excited and like, yeah, we gonna hang out, we gonna do a tour. And Monica's like, okay,
like all right.
That's how it was.
But y'all was serving it up. Of course, social media.
Oh yeah, y'all was talking about
very best.
Brandy's
of
outfit.
Course. Both of their outfits. It was like, oh, Mo can't breathe. Brandy over there looking like Andel. Like,
first off,
y'all need to stop.
Brandy's outfit was so cute.
It was cute, and it was what? 12, like she was wearing a $1,200 jacket.
Yes, was $1,200.
Like, come through, Brandy.
And I was like, first off, me and my auntie ass, cause you know I'm an auntie. I'm wearing the shit. Okay, I'm an old auntie out in these streets.
The only thing I was like, you know, she might not have good ankles. I didn't like her shoes, but
and people saying that the shoes was the dig.
Like y'all doing too much. Y'all think underlying shit. Like really? Are y'all kidding me right now?
But I think that what it was, the shoes. First off, they are oh my god, but I can't pronounce it. Bonetta. Oh my god, I can't pronounce it. I can't. But I know.
What type of fashionista?
Let me tell you how they are like $500+ shoes. Okay, they're not no cheap little shoes. They're not the ones that they're selling right now on like Steve Madden and like Kate Robin and all of that. That's not the one she had on. She had on the real shit. Mm-hmm. So,
well, you know they was gonna wear some real shit.
But that is my next point. Then they talk about Monica had on fake. What was it? Fake Fendi.
Fake Fendi.
Fake Fendi.
I said what? Okay. Now you know.
Mo ain't have on nothing fake.
Okay. You know she always got a killer outfit,
specially made for her.
Y'all get on my nerves. Plus, y'all already know. Okay, hold on. So, this whole thing with this whole,
she had to take a breath, y'all,
because it's just something. And I should have talked about this earlier, but I haven't, and I still might. But so what? I don't care. my fucking podcast. I can do what the fuck I want to do.
I know that's right. You better
But
tell it. This is
anywho-
Get a Girl Crew podcast.
Okay, so if you hear it again, you'll hear it again. But anywho, so when I seen it, I was like, oh my goodness, she's giving me so black people vibes right now. Because, you know, black people, when we wear designer stuff, we got the
same designer.
It's the same
All
designer,
the way
everything
down.
from the head to the toe. You gonna get the whole. Listen, if it's Gucci, you gonna see a Gucci emblem all over
Everywhere.
the shirt, the belt, the shoes, the pants, the socks,
Everywhere.
the fingernails, the toenails. Okay,
Everywhere.
So I was like, but it was cute though.
What was pissing me off,
I respect both of their outfits. I loved it.
and that's just this is from my fashionista side, right?
Mhm.
What was pissing me off was that they kept talking about them fucking shoes and the pants. Niggas, can y'all not see that it's a pair of shoes
Okay.
that she has on under a pair of pants?
Not a whole
Not together.
shoe pants.
They was like, where she get them shoes from? Cause they all the way up the leg. Do you watch? Just
because
look.
they know Mo is good for a
She
whole
good
leg.
for a whole leg shoe, and I was like,
She good for it, but
but
I was like, y'all
it's
so
a
dumb.
slit, like right
And then
there,
you
where
can see the shoe. You can see the strap on the shoe.
Y'all was irking me with that.
Y'all, I understand.
And it was the whole entire time, and I was like, I'm not gonna answer nobody no more to tell them that they are a pair of shoes, and then it's a pair of pants.
okay.
Separate. I'm sorry.
Always separate.
That was my vent.
But you know, it was all good. So Queens, big up to you. I think they're in the lead now, right? Holding a versus battle.
Yeah, they're number one.
They're number one.
No one has gotten the views and the streams.
Yeah, and Billboard, like they
did numbers.
so many numbers on Billboard too
'Cause
as
I ain't
well.
gonna
After
lie.
that, streaming all these different songs from them, like they was taking over.
Tuesday, I had my versus playlist playing. Okay, I was in the car. I was sitting up in my room, back here thinking about you. I must confess, I'm the best for you. Chad.
Okay.
Lucky
So-
I didn't have no time to get no phone, because I would have been right on the floor like, sitting up in
Oh
my
my
room,
God.
doing the whole TikTok. Okay.
OMG Becky. So while we still on this music kick, right?
Yes.
We gonna go ahead and jump into something else.
Mhm.
So y'all know USHERAYNOND. Now baby, tell me what you want to do with me. So y'all know he about to get this Las Vegas residency.
Yes.
Okay, it's starting in July of 2021.
Yes.
He about to get up in there, y'all. So if y'all want to check him out, y'all better make sure y'all get them tickets.
'Cause I think the tickets went on sale this weekend.
Yeah.
So
I think they started on Thursday.
So definitely
Mhm.
go get them tickets for that residency. Cause baby, let me tell you how I think I might have to go. Cause Usher got hits.
Usher got hits on hits on hits.
And he
Like,
still has hit like
And he still
consistently
got it.
makes moves like right now. Like
and obviously he's still making hits because you know his girl is knocked up.
well, that's,
His
a different,
fian-
that's a different
his-
kind of hit.
That his fiance is knocked up.
That was a different kind of hit.
That's gonna be what, baby number 3?
That is yes for him.
Yes,
Baby
for
number
him.
3.
Baby number
Because
3.
he has
okay.
2 children by his ex-wife,
Right.
Tamika, who had children
Prior.
previously.
Mhm.
And he still actually does things for those children also.
Right.
But the child that he's having with his new girlfriend, that is actually going to be her first child.
Right.
So, congrats.
So he's making hits upon more hits.
He hitting everything.
Okay.
Well,
Boom,
not everything.
Bang, ping.
But-
Okay.
But if you hit it, it's a
Say
hit.
less. Okay. Usher, you better do your thing, Usher. Okay. My way.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Let me stop, yo.
Oh,
Y'all
God.
know we always cut the
We
rug.
just zippy.
We just cut a rug all the time.
Okay.
So.
Right.
So back to it. And we're going to keep this thing going about this whole music thing. Because these folks out here in this music industry, y'all just giving
Y'all
us
got
a
a lot
whole bunch
going
going
right now.
on. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all know Riri had that interview with Oprah.
I ain't hear about that.
Yeah, child. Now,
Interesting.
Winfrey. Yes. on what is it called? Super Soul Conversation Podcast or something.
I think it's Super
Something
Soul
like that.
Conversations.
Yeah.
The podcast.
Yeah. And so she was she made a comment on there. So Riri was on there. She made a comment. Of course, the whole thing with her and CB always surfaces. It comes up. And then in the interview, she did state that they are rekindling their friendship. Mm-hmm. And that she will, in fact, always truly love CB. Despite that 09 physical assault that happened,
right.
She will always love CB. And at the moment, they are trying to rekindle their friendship. And so, who knows?
Well, I mean, they're both single right now.
Yes.
Because Riri is no longer seeing her billionaire boyfriend that she had. Mm-hmm. Chris Brown is not with his last girlfriend.
Yes.
That he had his son with. Mm-hmm. So, whatever happens, happens. Mm-hmm. But, I just feel like it's going to take a lot of healing on both sides for them to really get to that point. And I hope that they get the healing first before it's another incident. Because let's be honest, like this happens a lot where there's a domestic issue and then you go back to that person, right?
Yes.
But when you go back to that person, you don't fix the issue. Mm-hmm. You just go back and then it keeps happening. Mm-hmm. So they're grown.
They grown.
They grown.
Okay.
At this point, because they were a lot younger then.
Yeah.
So they are grown at this point, and if they do, decide to rekindle their friendship, try to get to know each other on this level, and work on what was wrong before, mm-hmm. then all praises to them.
And it's a lot, of course. The differences in life have happened,
right?
And of course, they both have a lot to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
CV has children. Riri,
she got
Fenty, everything. Okay, she killing the game.
She everything got Fenty on it.
Fenty.
And I ain't gonna lie, she tried to take my coins every month with this savage Fenty lingerie. Let me tell you how. Riri, we got to talk about a sponsorship or something, because I would have my ass all out in that shit. Okay?
Because Riri,
that shit right there.
Listen, if you can hold the girls, Riri.
Let me tell you.
I know they say they for the big cup. No. I need something to hold my girls, Riri. Okay.
Let me tell you how I already loungewear in a bralette and her leggings anyway. Mm-hmm. Can't show y'all all of that. Y'all not ready. So, but
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. It's coming soon.
Patreon.
Coming soon. Okay. But that's my biggest thing. Just domestic abuse. Y'all have to handle that.
Yes.
There's nothing.
You can't sweep that under the rug.
There's nothing that I can say. She can say. Mm-hmm. If the operations joint was here, she could say, because mm-hmm. every situation is different.
Yes.
And it's not right. No, you should never put your hands on your partner, woman or man. Either one should be putting their hands on their partner at all.
You hear that, ladies?
You hear that, ladies? That means you too. Mm-hmm. Don't be around here slapping them in the head, waiting for him to hit you back.
Think you can get knuckle your butt on good. Well, you can't take that manpower now.
So let's not do that, right? It's not good at either way. But I do know that there are couples that have gone through domestic abuse situations and came back, and it does not happen anymore. Right. But that's because they actually did the work.
They worked on themselves.
Right. You have to do that work. If you go back, you got to understand that if you don't work, it's just going to end up being the same thing.
It's going to be a whole shit show
again.
A whole shit show.
So no, I don't agree with domestic violence in any way, shape, or form. But if y'all going to work on it, more power to you.
Exactly. Because,
I ain't in that relationship.
We not in a relationship, but we can't say anything of that either. Because, I'm sure we done had a little family member, granddaddy, somebody been around here acting crazy. Exactly. And, they made it happily ever after.
Right.
Even though granddad was probably crazy around here, whooping stuff and being crazy with his Cadillac. We know. But he made it last forever. Taking care of home, doing everything he needed to do. Okay. So, while we still on this It's a roller coaster. Mr. Harry.
Oh.
Baby girl. Baby girl, baby girl.
Oh.
Listen. Tahiri.
Oh.
Joe Buttons they're both now, of course, in the limelight. Not for good cause. It's not for good cause. It's always something.
Ooh.
So, as you guys, if you did not hear, a few episodes ago, we talked about Tahiri and her friend Boo.
Right.
What's his name?
Vado. Yes.
And their whole situation on marriage boot camp. And that turned a little heavy when Vado put his hands on her. In that whole situation.
Right.
He grabbed her up. Didn't like hit her, but he grabbed her up and stuff.
Yeah.
Regardless. He
put his hands on her.
So, now Tahiri is now talking about, you know, how all the other abusive relationships that she's been in. One particularly, Mr. Joe Buttons. So she was with Joe. We all know she was with Joey for a good little while. And then she decided to, in this one interview that she recently did, she decided that she wanted to talk about this whole situation and scenario with her and Joe Buttons. And where she began to say that they were in their relationship, and there was a point in time where she was like, you know what, we need to, you know, end this. Like, I need to move or whatever. I'll be out in a few weeks. Things were conversed between the two. Everything was good. Up until the time frame of when she was supposed to leave, she said that Joey snapped. She said she was waking up from being dragged, and of course hit and just abused. She said
wasn't it what was
fractured nose, fractured rib. And she said, you know, allegedly all of this happened with Joe Buttons. And so with this hitting the airwaves, it went bonkers and it went nuts. So you have people looking at Tahiri crazy, looking at Joe crazy. Joe's like, what the F?
Right.
Joe even lost a little shit behind it. Was it Spotify behind it?
Yeah.
Which his numbers did, you know.
His numbers, like,
they did take a plummet. Yeah, the numbers did go crazy from it. So, you know, with this coming all up.
To make sure. I don't want to.
Right. That's allegedly, y'all. Don't put us exactly on it. So, even with that, so when this all came out, I'm like.
Yeah, that's what it was. Spotify split with Joe Budden. So, and their stock actually, and Spotify's stock plummeted.
It went down. It went down. Yeah, it went down. And so when this hit, of course, everyone has their own opinion. And so I'm looking at this like, okay, not saying that you cannot rekindle a friendship from a domestic situation, but to make it seem like you are still so afraid of him, that you are so uneasy around him. I surely didn't see that when on, what was that? Love and Hip Hop,
New York.
I did not see that, Tahiri. And I understand, like, yeah, we're doing it for the cameras, we doing it for, you know, the numbers or whatever. I get it, I got it. But, you know, certain things I think are just need to be unsaid.
Right.
Because you, him, and God know what happened.
Yeah.
And if anyone else was there. You are the only Trinity that knew exactly what happened.
Right.
I don't think something like that was needed to be put out into the atmosphere for that situation. You know what
I think it is that, like, I really feel like people need to stop pretending for the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now, like you said, now you looking at her like, but on Love and Hip Hop New York, you was almost like riding on.
Right.
Like, you legit
That's my
was
like my bestie, my Joey.
Right, we gonna be together forever, blah, 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 all of that, right? But now you talking about how he whooped your ass.
Right. Fracture your nose, fracture your ribs.
Like, he whooped your ass.
Yeah.
But on Love and Hip Hop, you acted like y'all was the best friends ever.
Yeah, so.
And that he had a shot again, really.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean,
y'all really, that's how y'all acted.
Yeah, and it's nothing to actually speak on the situation. You can speak on the situation without giving a name.
Right.
You can speak on the situation without giving a name.
Or stop just pretending like y'all didn't have to do that shit on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't.
You said no.
You were good without him being a part of your story. Mm-hmm. You could have been like, yeah, like we can be around each other, but like you didn't have to portray it like it was, right?
Right.
Same with him. He had his own situation going on with Sid at the time, so that was going to carry him through the season.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all didn't need all of that. You could have, and you and Sin could have still had y'all beef without having him in the middle of it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
it was
that's my thing. Like, stop fucking faking it. Like, if you are getting your ass beat by some ninja, like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna be rubbing my butt all on them and all of that shit. Nah, nigga, like you need to go. You need to go in a different room.
Especially if it's
go in a different room.
Now, especially if this is a situation that you have not approached. If this is not a situation that you have approached,
just like we just talked about, exactly. You got to do the work.
You have to do the work. You do the work first, then I can see that. It's not like she talked about it and say, oh, you know what, but we worked on our relationship and now we're in a good place.
Right.
We understood that this was going on and that was going on and that things wouldn't work and we're better.
And that's even something that she could have said, because I didn't listen to it yet. I didn't even really know that much about that part. Mm-hmm. But she could have also been like, you know, this is something that we worked on and we understood like where we were. And that, you know, this, and the third. Because it could be, like we just talked about with Rihanna and Chris Brown, right? It could be a situation where they did do the work. And now they can be jovial and laugh and do all of that shit. But with you bringing up all of that, it's like, damn. The fuck? Like, because nobody's going to pay attention to the, oh, now we're cool. Everybody's going to pay attention to the, oh, he whooped my ass.
Right. Oh, what? And how long ago was this? And when did this happen? And what? So that's going to create a whole nother situation. So with that scenario, Tahiri, Joe, you know, of course we count your losses. It is what it is. If you guys are working on a better friendship and if you guys have a better friendship, that's great. But right now it doesn't seem like it. Because Joey was not too happy about that.
Let me say this, because I read it up on the Spotify thing. The Spotify thing was actually, the contract ended. Mm-hmm. So it just all right now looks like it's all kind of together.
Right.
But actually isn't.
Right.
But
of course they put it together.
They put it all together. But it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do agree with you. I hope that they just like work on this ish. And it looks crazy. Oh, the other thing, that's what else. When it comes to the marriage boot camp thing, the doctor, what's his name on marriage boot camp? Dr. Ish. He also came out and said that like so many people are attacking him because he put Vado out the house and he only talked to Vado about the domestic abuse when Tahiri was the one who was hitting him upside the head with fruit, right? So he went on and said like he had a whole talk with Tahiri about domestic violence also, but they never showed it.
And it's always things that we don't see.
So he said
that happens.
Yeah, because everybody was coming after him like, oh, like, you know, she hit him like with all that fruit first, and then he like, you know, came back at her.
And of course, no, we don't want to air all of that because that's not going to bring the numbers that we need. Right. Of course. Now, everyone, we have to think about this money. We got to see how this world turns. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough drama for me. I'd rather talk to Vado because it seemed like at that moment in time he was the aggressor. Yeah. You know, so, and we all know
it's two sides in every story.
Always, and you should not be putting hands. Either way.
Okay? No matter if you're throwing fruit or not. Chill.
So, y'all need to cut it out.
Y'all need to cut it.
Y'all throwing fruits. Y'all throwing big words. Y'all throwing shade. 50.
And T.I.
Y'all go sit down somewhere. Please go sit down somewhere. I'm sick of y'all too. Y'all better cut it out. Because y'all know Curtis is crazy.
And T.I. is just as crazy.
Okay.
They're both of them.
Expeditiously.
Both of them.
Both of them. So this whole situation is going on with T.I. and 50. They are having a social media beef right now because T.I. he put out there that he wanted, he would like to have a versus battle with 50. And so from there, of course, that kicks off a whole nother whirlwind. 50 like, what? You ain't got enough tracks to go against me, bro. Like, what are you doing? T.I. come back, hammering, throwing punches.
You only got 1.5 albums, so
go shorty. So I'm like, these two, and I think it's great. For some reason, I feel like this battle is going to happen.
I feel like
I feel like it's going to happen, and
just
I feel
because
like
there's so much around it now.
It's so much going on because all advertisement is good advertisement.
Oh yeah, 50 said T.I.'s beard doesn't connect.
Oh my God.
He said your music doesn't connect just like your beard.
Come on. Like, who does that?
They are ridiculous. If you're not paying attention to this beef, like
please go look it up.
Go on the Shade Room. I think it's on Baller Alert too. And like go you might have to go down a little bit, but like they funny.
It's just the shots that are being thrown between the two.
Like, they are so funny.
I'm like, y'all too grown for this.
If y'all need to laugh today, go look that ish up, because they just going at it.
So if they really do this, if they really come up with this versus battle, you got your pick? You got one for somebody?
I would probably go with 50.
Go shorty.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go with 50.
Okay.
Just because I was more of a 50 fan. Over, like, I had 50
right, because he had a G-Unit.
First off, this is when I was in college.
Because he had them white beaters on him, G-Unit.
I had the poster of 50 Cent up on my wall in college. Yeah.
Well, I'm rocking out with T.I.
So
I'm a rock out with T.I.
It is something about that little ninja. It's something about him.
But you know what? I don't know what it is. Like, if it wasn't mainstream with 50 just didn't do it for me. I'm sorry. I don't know what it was.
Albums. See, and I didn't have T.I. albums.
And it was vice versa with us. So I think it was just something, like I said, 50, if it wasn't mainstream, I was chilling on it.
Yeah. I think I told the story already about my first album trying to get of 50 Cent. I told that story. That's all back I think it's 2 or 3 episodes ago. So if you haven't listened to it, please go back and listen.
Back. You can hear about our whole venture, child. Okay.
Because you know what? When I got a story, it's a story.
It's a story. Okay. You need to bundle up, get your snuggle blanket and
get
everything.
Some tea. Okay. All right, and some popcorn.
Okay, that's it, or some crumpets, whatever you want. So yes, that in this current topics, that's about it. And so right now, we're going to take a pause for the cause, let y'all listen from a word from our sponsor, and then we'll be back with y'all with the topic for this week. So y'all heard that word from our sponsors, and I hope that you appreciated it. You should, because it's a motherfucking sponsor.
Hey!
So get in where you fit in. But anywho, your favorite duo from the Get 'Em Girl crew, we back. And we about to jump into this week's topic.
I can't wait till we get OnlyFans, because let me tell you. When I tell you, that Patreon and that OnlyFans about to be popping. You heard?
Listen, I cannot deal. This is the thing. Told y'all we sent her ass to the moon.
She won't go.
She's supposed to come back to next week. Well, this bitch is making her presence known for no motherfucking reason.
She's on vacation.
Okay. And she on vacation, but she just keeps
messing with us.
Leave us alone on vacation. God damn it. Anywho, can't stand her. Social media, John, what we talking about this year? This episode.
Look, she can't even get it right. And she's fucking with our vision right now. Okay? The peripheral is all messed up right now. See what I'm saying?
Can't stand this heifer.
So, we talk about opposites attracting, you know.
And you know opposites attract. had an opposite
2 steps
attract.
forward and 2 steps. Since bitches want to be on vacation, yeah.
Watch the Facebook stat. So if y'all don't know, y'all gotta excuse me for a second. Because the Operation John is in our atmosphere, okay? And this episode, she been dying to do like every time we picking our stuff.
So,
every time we get our
now she
stuff
on
done.
vacation.
Now she on vacation.
We gonna do this episode.
And we gonna do this now we doing this episode on her ass. Now. Now.
Oh, God.
You fuck with Ebony and Ivory if you want to. You gonna get dealt with, son.
Yo, we petty as shit to our own people.
We don't
Don't matter.
punches.
We just pay shit to our
We
own
don't hold no punches. We don't care. Family, friend, foe. We don't care.
Ooh,
We
Lord.
handle you accordingly. Okay? Sick of y'all. But anyway. so-
This is for all the shit she's done to us throughout these last 4 seasons. This is payback.
all these. She's irking my nerves.
All of it.
I can't deal with her. Here we
All
go
of it.
again.
I'm disowning her.
Okay.
I hate it here.
Yes.
Why?
This is for our Operations John.
This
Hope you're
one here.
enjoying your vacation.
I hope you are enjoying that vacation.
So yes, we are talking about opposites attracting. And opposites attract, whether it's in a relationship, you know, with 2 people. Okay.
In any way.
Monogamous relationship. It could be friendship. You know, it has different outlets from it. So, you know, we're going to dig a little bit into that, give our little opinion.
Yes.
With all that. So, how do you feel about opposites attracting? Like, do you believe in opposites attracting?
I do.
Okay.
I do believe it. Yes.
Okay, and why do you believe that opposites attract? What is it? Like,
I think that it's because they can balance each other out. So, you know me, I'm a Libra. I believe in balance, right? So that's why I believe.
unbalanced. Actually, you're not a Libra anymore. You're a Virgo. But anyway, go ahead.
We're not going to do that. We're not doing that. I'm a Libra for life.
She's a Virgo now.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. See what I'm saying? Shut up and talk about. But yeah, because they can balance each other out. Because one can be like, wow, crazy, and the other one can be more reserved. And then that helps either the reserved person be a little bit more outgoing, or it can help the one that's a little wild and crazy learn how to reserve themselves and be a little calmer. So it can balance, you know, they can help balance each other out. So that's why I believe in opposites attract.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know what was going on in the business John's head because I wasn't even thinking about balance. I don't know why. I'm like, oh yeah, duh, Dippy.
Yeah.
They balance each other out.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with the social media John. So when you have 2 people of the opposite, it could be different culture, ethnicity, just beliefs, values. They can come together and they can make an awesome team.
Yes.
Despite the differences, the many differences that they may have going on in their life or just but dealing with them personally. You know what I mean? And like social media said, it's a complete balance. If I'm wild and crazy, you can be subtle, laid back, and, you know, just mild mannered. But I bounce off your energy to say, okay, let me level out, let me chill. I know how to collect myself. I know how to get myself together.
Yes.
And vice versa. You could vibe off of me, my good energy, my craziness to say, oh, let me open that, let me get a little bit wild on them or something. You know, so, but opposites attract, and I believe it happens a lot more than we probably even anticipate. They probably even think of. You could probably think of that loved one that you had, and you probably said, I probably would have never dealt with somebody like that ever before in my life. And or same thing with a friend. So, since I touched base on that, the next question I pose is, have you ever had a friendship that was complete opposite? And like you couldn't believe that you're like friends with someone that is total opposite of you?
It's funny because I think a lot of my work relationships, like my work friendships, are like that. Like the person who I end up being friends with is like we have stuff in common, but like we're not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always end up, I don't know how this happens because I'm not married, I don't have no kids. Like, but I always end up being friends with like the one that's married with kids. You know, they got all that other stuff going on.
Cause you auntie.
Like, and I always end up being that person's friend, right? So it's like you don't think that y'all are gonna be like, that y'all gonna relate to each other because like y'all are at different, y'all maybe at the same space as far as like age or something like that, but like their mental is different than your mental. That's what you're thinking, but it's like nah, like we still got a lot of stuff in common.
Right.
But that's pretty much it. Cause I mean, a lot of my other people that I've been friends with, like, you can kind of see it. But no, I'm not gonna say that, right? Because
don't be lying, child.
I have to do this every episode. I'll be lying. Shit.
Like, no, you know I'm lying. Like
every episode. So first off, number one, we're gonna talk about this fucking operations joint, right? I don't know how we've been friends for 25 going on plus years. We've been friends. Don't know how.
Y'all had that Libra thing.
That's all. Cause we are not like at all.
No.
We're not the same. But we've been friends for 25 years.
Yeah, but you guys mesh very well.
But we mesh very well.
Yeah.
Cause I let her do her thing and I respect her, and she does the same with me.
Right. Right.
Even though
when it's no good, it's no good. It's said, it's dead though.
Right.
That.
Like I'll say what I need to say. And that's it. She said what she needed to say, and that's it. But we respect each other. Like, okay, you said what you need to say. I may not do what you say, but we know it's been said, so it's no surprises or anything. That's one. That's the first one. I have male friends that are just friends,
right?
That are not romantic or anything like that. That we actually mesh very well because we just can talk about anything. I have gay male friends and I have straight male friends. So
yeah,
I feel like that's the opposite because it's like I'm not a big sports girl.
Right. Yeah.
Like I used to be more tomboyish than I am now. Like now I'm more girly girl, right? So I feel like before, like when I was younger, I was around boys. Oh my God. Like I'm the only girl cousin around my age group. So I was around all boys.
Yeah.
All boy cousins. I'm the only girl that was born in that like age range from like 1980 to like 1985. Only freaking girl. So I was around boys all the time. So that made it like I could talk to men about anything. I could talk to boys about anything. So I always have like male friends around.
Yeah.
That are just friends.
Yeah, same here. Like it's just excuse me. Same here. It's just like I'm the baby of the group everywhere, and being the youngest female, you know, of all the squads. It don't matter. All of the squads. I'm always the baby of the group.
Yeah, because you're a baby too.
Yeah, I'm the baby of this group too as well. But I always find myself being the baby of the group. It doesn't. I don't know what it is. But I have such an old soul, so I fit
think
right
that's
in.
what it is.
So I get what you're saying, like being so tomboyish. I'm still very chill, laid back, and tomboyish, but I have my feminine flair. I'm not fashionista here, you know what I'm saying? But I have my feminine flair to me or whatnot. But I am still a tomboy, and I think that's just been because I've just been around. I have male cousins, and it's like it's 3 or 4 cousins that are girls amongst all of the boys. So it's just us, and that's it. So but to
the only sport I can talk about is basketball. Basketball I'll talk about.
That's it. Everything else
I'll pay attention to. Football, I only talk about football if we're talking about my future husband. Boom, she got it. She know what the deal is. Alright, that's all I'm talking about.
That's all we talk about.
Baseball, don't know nothing about it. Hockey, don't know nothing about it.
Don't ask me.
Don't ask me
I
nothing.
don't know nothing about it.
I don't know nothing about it.
And
All I
see-
know is basketball.
And see, I'm like total. I'm into it. Now I'm not. I'm sure I said this before. I'm not that into the like NBA like I used to be. I've kind of lost interest in the NBA for some reason.
I
I don't
haven't
know.
been watching it as much as I was.
Right,
But
and this,
Sisters is out, so that's also
yeah, they are out of the.
pissed about that shit.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But they out of the playoffs. So,
Yes.
but it doesn't even have to do anything with like Corona or like the state that we're in now.
Right.
I've lost interest in the NBA long time ago.
Mhm.
So, as I stated before, again, I am a college fan. College football, college basketball. I'm a college fan. Period. So, but for me, opposites, a friendship. I can say I have two friends. One, we've been friends now for a very long time. And my other friend, is two females. And we have been friends for several years. 5 years maybe 5 years. Going on 6. And just between the two, they were just total opposites. So one, I don't know how the hell we meshed. Like, it was just a connection between us back in the day.
Right.
And I seen her little brown face. She see my little brown face. And we like, ooh, something in common. Hey, brown face girl. You know, hey, brown skin girl. How you doing? And then, ever since then, talking between a fence.
Right.
And loving each other through a fence. And then when I was able to hop the fence to go over there, then that's when things start to come together. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, she's different. But I like her.
Right.
And she was totally opposite of myself. She was the only child. I'm the only girl, but she was the only child. So things were just handled totally different. And one of my other friends, the one that I'm just recently, 5-6 years, we've been friends. Just her whole makeup is just different. Like, I don't think anyone would put us together to be so close. And met her at work. That was workplace friend. You know, I could talk to a fucking slug. Okay? I could talk to a motherfucking slug. We can have a good ass fucking time. Okay?
That is true with her. I'm very shy. She's not.
Yeah.
She will talk to anybody.
I have a little gift to gab.
Everybody.
Like, if I'm liking the vibe, I'm there for it. If I'm not, I'm gonna sit back, chill, and just keep observing. But
me, it takes. I gotta see everything that's going on, and
you
see if
gotta see and observe everything to even be like, am I about to jump on this double dutch rope?
Or no?
Maybe not. So with her, it was just I don't know. It was just a connection and just talking and learning each other. But like I said, even with her being a little older than me, upbringing really wasn't that much of a difference. But just how we personally view things and what things that we have been through life thus far, were just totally different. And not to say, you know, she was at that time, you know, I wasn't really into my religion, you know.
Right.
You know, I believed, and I did go occasionally or whenever I was made to, and you know, all that kind of stuff. But she was really heavy into it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And she could quote scriptures and do all that other kind of stuff. And it's like, what? But now I'm talking about going out. I'm going to the club. She like, club? I'm going to the club, child. I was at the club last night. She like, what? It's Thursday.
Child.
I'm like, girl, was popping. So I'm definitely the live wire out of that relationship. Out of that friendship, I'm the live wire. But that girl crazy.
They be underlying, like, people don't be realizing.
She crazy. Friend, you crazy, friend. That's my girl though, but she crazy. But yeah, like, it's crazy how it works with opposites. Like,
but you know what it is? It's that, like you said, we both kind of said it. Like, you'll have that one thing in common, and like that one thing in common will be like what is really the basis of your friendship.
mm-hmm.
Because like what you having that one thing in common, it's like, oh, we got this common ground, like you said. With the one person, it was just like your little brown face, my little brown face, boom,
Mm-hmm.
right? Could be that, literally that simple, and then boom,
Yeah,
you gravitate toward each other.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, you like gravitate to each other. It's like we always talk about. You know, I'm always talk about that energy. That energy you giving me. If that energy ain't right,
You sounding just like Uncle Facts right now.
it's all about the energy.
Drunk Unc's podcast. Yes, it's all about the energy.
It's all about the energy.
Uncle Facts.
Vibes and energy. Vibes in this bitch. Because if it's not like, I'm not fooling with it. What's up to the bros, the Drunk Unks podcast? If you haven't heard of them, which you should have, because we talked about them, had them on our show and everything. But check them out. But anywho, I gave y'all a little plug, so y'all owe me $25.
$25. Yeah. I actually think that was like 50, because that was like
right.
4 seconds.
Yeah, that was like 4 seconds. Plus, we said their name a couple times.
Yeah,
so y'all
that's
owe,
$50.
Yeah, y'all owe us a little couple dollars.
We gonna put it on y'all tab. Thanks.
So, with opposites, do you think that opposites can really, in relationships,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm going relationship way, do you think that opposites can be happy together
Yeah,
for a long time?
I do.
And I think so too. And I just think, I mean, it goes back to what we were talking about, being balanced.
And you gotta put that work in.
Yeah.
Because when you're an opposite, like, you have to be cognizant of like who the person is that you're with and you're around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's certain stuff I like to do that I know operations don't like to do. But guess what? The business don't like to do it. So I'm cognizant of that.
With the
Like,
shit. I'm with the shit.
and operations John may not be with the shits, okay?
Okay.
So, but you got to be like cognizant of like, oh, all right, like I like to do these things, they don't like to do these things,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to be respectful of it. I actually was just reading up on some shit about this like last night,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't even thinking about like the topic or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I was reading up on like marriages, like people who've been married, like, and they've been in the entertainment industry and they've been married for like 25 years plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's Lisa Kudrow and her husband, and she was talking about how they're like from Friends. Lisa Kudrow from Friends.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about how like her and her husband are completely opposite. Like, she's more recluse, she's more an introvert, and he's more of he likes to take trips, he likes to go places, he likes to do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, I give him his space to go do those things because that may not be something that I want to do. Like, if we want to both do it, of course, yeah. But if he wants to go on a golf trip, like, she's like, and I don't want to go, then he can go on his golf trip. I'm not tripping on him going on his golf trip because I know that's what he likes to do.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, but he respects me enough to know, like, oh, she doesn't like to do these certain things, so I'm not going to make her do it.
Right.
Because she's my wife. She doesn't have to go with me on these golf trips. And because I'm his wife, I don't make him stay home with me when I know he wants to be on a golf trip. So that's how I kind of think of it. Like, you gotta know each other and be able to be okay with them being who they are and you being who you are.
Yeah, and of course, the big key word, respect.
Yes.
You have to be able to respect each other
In any relationship.
Any relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's monogamy, whatever.
Right.
Whatever type of relationship, if, you know, relationship or friendship wise, you have to be respectful.
Right.
You have to be respectful of that other person or persons or people that are in that group.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And with you saying that, it brought up something to me because I was like, oh my God, like, you're saying that She talking about my parents. My parents
You are right.
opposite as hell. I was
You are so right, yo.
I said, she talking about my mom and dad. My parents, if anyone that knows me personally, and you know my parents, if you think about it, my parents are total opposites.
Really
I'm
are.
like,
I didn't even think about that until you just said it.
Yeah, like when you was like,
Yo.
she's like more of an introvert, he's more of an extrovert, like blah blah blah, and I'm like, that's my parents. Like, I'm dead serious.
How long have they been together now?
They have been together, I think, 40 plus years.
Yeah.
They've been married almost 40, I think it is. I think it's almost 40 years they've been married. They've been together 40 plus years.
And look at that.
Right. And
wow, I didn't even think about it. That's crazy.
Okay. And let my dad tell you, it all started because my mom had this little candy, this little red and white candy stripe little skirt on, and he seen her swinging that thing and caught his eye, and ever since he been chasing that thing. Okay.
Right.
So, but yeah, like when you stop and you think about certain things, it's like total opposites.
Yeah.
Even with the operations joint, I can think of her parents. They're opposites to me.
Yeah.
They're like total opposites.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm sure things weren't that much of a difference back then, but looking at them to now, they're total opposites. Like, what the hell happened here?
Yeah.
Like, how did that even happen? And I'm sure, I mean,
nah, because with my parents,
they're not, I don't think they're out.
My parents weren't. Hers, I can see it.
I can see a little difference.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say they were complete opposite.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say complete opposite, but so like for you, would you think your parents were complete opposites?
My parents were very alike.
More
they
so.
were very alike, because my mom talks about it, and like I think about it, and it's like on paper they legit should have never separated.
They should never,
because they both like the same things. They both like doing the same things. They both like, they were really like, wow, like she was the female version of him and he was the male version of her. Mm-hmm. Like it was crazy. Like if you looked at it on paper, that they shouldn't have, but the underlying issues is what caused,
of course,
them to not be together anymore.
Of
but
course.
Yeah, they weren't opposites at all.
And when you think about it, you know, it's like what you said. Your parents look great on paper. They look great on paper,
like legit. Like they both was like so the same person.
Why wouldn't that hold together better than someone being of a complete opposite?
Right.
You know, because you have somebody that likes this. You guys are on the same level, the same thought process. You guys work the same. You have the same kinetics. Like everything is literally the same. Mm-hmm. How could it not work? Maybe you know what I mean? It's like, how could it not work? Because we all the same. Like, how can it not work?
Maybe it's too much
alike that
too alike
cause too much friction.
Yeah.
Versus, you know, being total opposite and you come together and it's like a magnet.
Yep. Because that's the thing, is that like, I feel like sometimes you can, like, if you're too alike, it could be worse than if you're opposite. Mm-hmm. I do feel like that, and that's why it's like, you know, yes, well, opposites attract, and that's it. I don't mind dating somebody who is not exactly like me, as long as we have like a good core of what like we would be. But when you are so like somebody, it can be very toxic. Mm-hmm. It can be very toxic, and then when you're so like somebody, you can see something, like, it's crazy because you'll see something that they do that annoys the shit out of you. And then you be like, damn, I do the same shit.
In return, you know, you don't see it, but like,
I don't see it when I do it.
Yeah, but I do it.
But it annoys the shit when I see my partner do it.
Yep. And it's something, too, it's almost kind of like with opposites. Mm-hmm. I ain't even gonna say that first. So with like people are the same, they have the same common interests, common ground, all that kind of good stuff. It's so much there that's common. There's no difference.
there's no difference. You know what? And
there's no difference. So you're not giving me a different kind of
I
substance.
just thought about something, right? When it's two alike, not saying that it's not going to work, right? If you're both alike, of course. Like, any situation can work.
Right.
If you put the work in. But what it can lead to is that when you are with someone who is the opposite of you, you're growing because you're learning.
You're learning
something different.
Exactly. That's
where
I was going.
Right. When you're with somebody who's the same as you, you're not really learning anything because you already kind of know how to maneuver in those situations, right? Where when you're with someone who's the opposite, you have to learn how to maneuver in those situations. They kind of help you really grow if you're in a situation where you're dating someone who's opposite from you.
Yeah. You don't have some of those existing traits.
Right.
So, or common, common ground.
Right.
They don't exist when it's someone of the opposite.
Right.
And shoot, we can even besides just coming together and being attracted together with characteristics and things that, we be around here attracting total opposite just with our features.
True.
Just with our body type, size, cultures, and things of that sort too. Because we have a lot of interracial dating.
Yes.
But even before that, you can see a little itty bitty man with this great ginormous Godzilla woman.
Amazon woman.
Okay. You like, well, what the hell's going on here?
If anyone says in the comments that I'm an Amazon, y'all up.
Well, you said it first, so
I can say it. Can't nobody else say it.
But I mean, for me, like, I just dating wise, like, I can go down like this. Okay, people that I've dealt with, little things. Like, I never was attracted to like husky beards and things of that sort. But beard gang matters now. Okay. Beard gang. Okay, but if you got it, okay, I love it. You got it, I love it. But nah, that was something I was like, nah, I'm good. I was never like into like smaller guys or even shorter guys, just in stature. If you match my equal, I'll be like, I don't want to fool with you.
Right.
I need somebody all the way up here so I can look and cut you out like this. I gotta point my finger up at you, not right at you. I don't want to directly point you in your chest. Yep. I need to lift it up probably about 45 degrees and be able to do that. But I've had my fair share of relationships, situationships, relationships, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, they have been some different fellas. And I mean, I don't know, I don't discriminate anyway, so, but they have really been, they've been different. They've been different. And but I appreciate you guys. I still love you guys. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. I still care for you guys.
Right. Still got a little place in her heart.
Okay.
In her little heart.
Okay, because you already know I'm that one. But anywho, let me stop.
She said it.
But I
you
am
heard
though.
her say it, right? Better know.
I am, and you know.
If you don't know, you better know.
Even your mamas know. Okay. Let me stop now. I'm playing, y'all.
I'm trying to
Y'all
think.
know it's all good and good.
But no, when I was in high school, like, I had this whole saying, like, light, bright, and damn near white. Like, that's what I like to date.
Okay.
When I was in high school.
That would be too much in common.
Shh. Don't start your shit.
Too
Don't
late.
start your shit. Don't do it. Stay over there. Don't come over here in my zone right now. Okay? Stay over there with your shit, because I know what you about to say.
I'll be shores.
Fuck up, okay?
Y'all.
But that was because a lot of the dark-skinned dudes in high school was dating, other races. So I didn't think dark-skinned dudes even liked black girls. Honestly.
Okay.
Nothing dark skinned dudes even like, black girls at all. So it wasn't until I went to college.
She got a little taste of that chocolate, yo.
And let me tell you how I saw all that beautiful chocolate.
Dripping melanin.
And then I saw how they was looking at me. And I was like, oh,
Hey, Redbone.
you looking at me like that?
Hey, Redbone.
You looking at me like that? You ain't looking at me like that. Oh, you looking at me like that. Okay. So that's when I really started, dating, really any color. Like it didn't matter to me.
I never discriminated.
My
parents always thought I was going to be with a Caucasian. I think they still think I'm going to be with a Caucasian man. I still think so.
Look, Val used to say it. She said you gonna go to Howard and you gonna be the one that's gonna be with a white dude. I'm like, for real?
Right, I'm going to Howard. Mom, I'm going to be with the white man.
She was like, you gonna be the one. You gonna be the one that's gonna find the one white dude on campus and that's gonna be your man. I was like, huh?
Like, huh? What?
How? It's not, no. But
I wonder where my little he was like one of my first little boyfriends. And he was Caucasian.
you know what?
I wonder where he at. His name was Matthew. I don't remember his last name.
Yo.
I wonder where he at.
You know why? This is why my mom said that, right?
Damn, Matt, where you at, bro?
When I was younger, all the little white boys loved me. Like, I ain't gonna say his name, but it's someone who we know and went to school with him, and he used to legit carry my bag every day.
Right.
Like, not just my not my book bag. He would carry my pocketbook for me.
Let's take a long walk around the school
every day. And my mom be like, "Is that your boyfriend?" I'm like, "No, that's just him.
This is my friend.
This is my friend. He just carried my bag for me." She was like, "Oh,
Like,
why is this little boy just carrying a bag for you?"
Okay.
Yep. But
But nah, I did. I had a little white boyfriend. I did, and I wonder where he at. Matt, if you see my face, just come holler at us. I wonder how you doing.
I had it's crazy because now we done kind of changed topic a little bit, but it's opposites attract still. So when I worked at the post office, there was a gentleman who I was entangled with. Because we were not dating, but everyone thought we were. It was he was my work husband. I was his work wife. And it could have moved on to more, but it's like when I stopped working there, he kind of felt some type of way. So, yeah, that's right. He felt that type of way. So it was a little bit of an entanglement.
There we go with that entanglement word.
I was entangled a little bit.
We all been there, done that.
Yeah.
But yes, we have.
And real shit, it could have been a legit relationship. Because I have a rule. I don't date people I work with. Because it can get complicated. Don't do it.
I don't need you acting like.
I understand.
I just don't.
We together all the time, but because we're together all the time, that's why I'm not beat. Because I don't want to be working with you, and then I gotta come home and still be bothered with you.
Right.
We need space.
We need
space to
We
get
need,
away from each other.
We need that space to actually grow to like you.
Right.
Okay. I need to be able to like you from afar, but also like you close up too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that basically all in a nutshell, opposites attract.
Yeah.
And it's probably more good that comes out of it than not.
Yeah.
Just because of those different magnetic forces
Right.
that are brought between the two opposing sides, that is just bringing that attraction together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially things that you probably would never even think of. So if y'all listening to us, if y'all watching us, if you are in a situationship, entanglement, married, if you have some friends, take a look back and see the difference in the dynamics of the relationships that you hold with these people.
Right.
Is it more opposites the more alike. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, how did initially these things start?
Right.
How did they start? How did it start for you being with your wife, or with your husband, or with your entanglement, or with your
Right.
Trinity, or with the whole colony, whatever? Or how did you
say
learn?
whole colony? The hell? What year is this?
It happens.
I mean, you done went back to like 16 something. The
It's
colony.
it's alive and well, y'all. Like
1776.
they be out there doing their thing, sis. Okay. So, y'all take a look. Take a
Right.
step back, reflect on it. Like, you know what? Oh yeah, like, yeah, me and Josh, we really aren't that much of a difference.
Right.
Or, hey, Rodney.
Yeah.
We opposites. Because I'm trying to settle and he not. I don't know what his problem is.
He for the streets and I'm trying to be wifed up.
Okay, I'm trying to be in the gated community, but he trying to be out there.
But he got
the
me in a
city.
whole nother gated community, okay? With that community he got.
Yeah, okay. So, do you have any last remarks? My social media, John.
This was the best episode ever.
Why is that?
Because opposites attract and you know.
Y'all, watch the YouTube, y'all.
Yo, please watch the
YouTube. So, this has been another great episode. We are talking about opposites attracting.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take it since she ain't here. Safe sex is the best sex. And make sure, whether if you got something in common or you don't, you strap it up, wrap it up, keep it nice and tough.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And, hold on, y'all. I need 30 on the floor. It just popped in my head. I need 30 on the floor.
Okay.
I know it pertains to some people, okay?
Okay.
Can we please find something, that, I know condoms work perfectly fine.
Oh shit.
I'm saying, I know condoms work. They are a great method, okay? I don't know why people don't like using, I know reasons, but people don't like using condoms. So for the women out there that can't take like birth control and stuff like that because, you know, it may be just too much, may make them sick.
That's me.
And things of that sort.
Mhm.
Yes.
Right. That's me.
We need to find another method. Because we out here just running amok, y'all. Y'all got to protect yourselves. Y'all really, really do. Y'all, you know, it's not the fact that, you know, we out here giving excuses saying,
It's quarantine.
right, it's quarantine.
It's
I
COVID.
can't take birth control. I don't like the way a condom feel.
Right.
Nah, like, we got to cut it. It's too much stuff
You need
going
to
on.
cut it.
These babies having babies. These babies having kids with grown ass people.
We're not gonna get back into that. Right
Okay. Being, you know, I understand when you have little different situations, being an addict, you know, just stuff like, I wish that we could all just still like, I don't know. I'm gonna think of something, y'all. I'm gonna invent something.
Yeah.
Maybe an inside capsule that maybe, you know, like a shield, especially for like the men. Like if you about
Well,
to
they have-
ejaculate,
they
it's a
have-
shield that captures all the.
They
the
have
soldiers.
the, you know, female condoms, but it's just that they're so they don't. Women don't want to use them
Yeah.
for some reason.
I don't like touching themselves.
Shit.
That's probably what it is. I mean, a lot, you know, that's so taboo and that's a whole different topic. But
Right,
yeah,
because we about to try.
it is. It's a whole different topic. But, so yeah, guys, just play it safe. Wrap it up. And if not, then maybe that situation is just not for you. Okay? So, opposites are attracting and we are loving it. But, of course, this is another hot episode from your favorite Jones, the Get 'em Girl Who podcast. The operations John is on vacation. She will be back next week sometime. Hopefully, if she comes back from the moon. I don't know.
Yeah, we trying to keep her.
I don't know. I think I like this little Ebony and Ivory thing going on. She can go back on vacation. I like this right here. Yeah.
We don't really need her.
We don't need her. But anywho, the business John, the social media John.
Yes.
We will see you guys next week. with another episode. Peace
Bye.
out.